Well, guys, they just did something huge, changing the summoning rate for acquiring banner heroes, and it is coming very, very soon. I need to talk about it because holy cow, I did not think they were going to be doing this so soon. This is going to be a big change. I want to go over it as well as the other things of the update announcement. Holy cow, this is exciting. Now, what am I talking about? Well, something that a lot of people have been upset with is simply banners. It takes a lot of summons to get a Lego, and when you get the Lego, you don't always have a guarantee to get the hero, unless of course it is a limited banner like Falsha. If I do 200 pulls, I'm guaranteed to get her. But on every other rate up banner, it's not a guarantee to get any banner heroes. So there are certain cases where people do like 1,000 pulls, get 7 legendaries or 12 legendaries, and get no banner heroes. It's unlikely, but it's happened, especially on limited banners after your first copy. It has been very brutal, and people have called this out and said, hey, maybe introduce a system against that, right? 20x banners are good. Increasing them by 5x every couple months is good, but it's a band-aid solution. So people have been asking for more, either a guarantee or increased rates, and that is coming. Now, this update is coming in about 4 or so days on the 1st of next month, and we're getting 300 diamonds. Side note, side tangent, I like that they're giving us more diamonds for updates. It's just a simple change that we seem to be getting every time now. Anyways, to the main thing. Special summoning rate up adjustments. So this is going to go live on the day of the update, the 1st of the month. And it's essentially going to take special invocation of spirit, special divine summoning, basically the rate up banners. And when you summon from the current special summoning pools, if you obtain a legendary hero that is not a rate up hero, for example, just as a little bit of a descriptor, when you were to pull on something like this, for example, this is 20x, you pull for Beelzebub, you pull for Beatrix, but you happen to pull an Aelin, a Pharisee, an Eloin, a Silas, a Vierna, any other hero, what will now happen if you don't get a banner hero is instead of it staying a 20x, it's going to be when the first time you obtain a legendary hero that is not a rate up hero happens, the drop rate for all rate up heroes will be multiplied by 10. Now, I suspect this makes it from a 20x to a 30x, not multiply the rates by 10, obviously, but that's an amazing change. And not only that, if you obtain another legendary hero that's still not a rate up hero, the drop rate is also multiplied again up to a 40x, and this accumulating boost will continue until you successfully summon any rate up hero. This is big. Not only are you getting a 20x flat rate when you pull a legendary and you don't get what you want, you don't get a banner hero, it's going to become 30x, then 40x, then 50x, then 60x, until it's essentially impossible not to pull the hero that you want. This is an amazing, and frankly, much needed change, and is a really good surprise for me, for, I assume, lots of people watching. This is a crazy update, right? Now, the drop rate mentioned above refers to the probability of obtaining a rate up hero compared to other heroes of the same rarity. This pity timer triggers only once during the events. Now, this is where it gets a little bit less insane. This reads to me like this pity counter where it goes up to essentially a 20, 30, 40, 50x. It seems like it only triggers once. Now, obviously, we'll have to see if that's the case. If it is only once, that's a little bit lame, but it's still a better situation than it was before. And there's one other thing that I wish they would have done, which is for rate up banners, apart from limiteds, there's more than one legendary on a banner, right? We got Beelzebub, we got Beatrix. Now, imagine I were to get a 20x and I happen to pull, let's say, an Arrogance. Well, that's not a banner hero, so it'll become a 30x. Let's say I pull 2 more legendaries, they're not banner heroes, and it becomes a 50x, and then I hit another legendary and it's a Beatrix. Now, whether or not you like Beatrix, it doesn't matter. Because let's just say I was going for Beelzebub. Beelzebub's infinitely better in my opinion. Or more important, I should say. They're both pretty good. Either way, I'm going for Beelzebub. I happen to pull Beatrix after pulling a couple legendaries, increasing the rate up to about 50x, and then I pull Beatrix. Well, if it does only apply once, first of all, that's very lame, because I'm going for Beelzebub. I don't care about Beatrix, and not only that, since it doesn't prioritize one rate up hero or another, hypothetically, I could still never get the rate up hero that I want, right? I feel like a lot of people were more upset with not being able to get the banner hero they wanted than getting a banner hero when it comes to banners like these. In my experience, from what I've seen, the rate ups were actually working very well, but it's very common to get obviously the legendary you don't want out of the two, right? So this doesn't really combat that issue, but like I said, this change is only beneficial. And when it comes to special ancient summoning, when you summon from the current pool, the drop rate will increase obviously the same as the normals, but the first time you pull a legendary hero that's not a rate up, the drop rate for all rate up heroes will be multiplied by 2. Now if you obtain another one, it's by 2 again, so it is a little bit less of a boost, but it is on ancients, which, I mean, it's pretty easy to pull legendaries on ancients, so this is a good boost. Now I would like it to be a little bit higher if this goes from 20x to 22x, but I mean, beggars can't be choosers, right? It's decent. Now, something unfortunate about this as well is it only affects special summoning, not exclusive summoning, unfortunately. So it boosts rate ups like this, but it doesn't boost limiteds, which really freaking sucks. They should probably change that, in my opinion. Now, we also have a lot of other tweaks. Now, hero-wise, Brokir has an issue fixed where he couldn't trigger his passive skill under certain circumstances and raids when wearing Unshaken Will. Great, amazing, we fixed something. The Aochan Mood's Radiance, optimized the targeting logic for the penetration boost effect, which is great because it was kind of scuffed as hell, reducing the possibility of targeting allies immune to buff effects, so stuff like Anora, for example. Fixed an issue where the stance switching didn't work properly during auto fight in arena. Beautiful. Super annoying. This better work. I really, really hope. Now, Narissa's also getting an A1 description adjusted. Now, before it was increases the AoE reduction by 10% and expands Abyssal Favor, but this time it's AoE reduction 10%, increases the range of buffs applied to allies by Abyssal Favor from within 1 tile to within 2 tiles. Carnelian's getting skill correlation for Awaken 3 in the hero page, Zilitude bug fix, Twin Fiend basic attacks, Durza optimizations, Tallulah fixed, Kalen fix, Lily fix. This is great right here. Lily was a little bit buggy in a couple areas. Those are all good changes, right? Just little bug fixes. We're also getting stages. New feature, Malric's Hall of Illusion. I will have a video around when the content comes out, going through literally everything. It's very complicated, but still a very cool, very fun, very unique, very creative system, and I'm very excited. Now, of course, if you've beaten State 18, you can obviously do it. The trials hosted by Malric, each challenge this is all stuff I'll cover. Basically, you need a keystone, you use a keystone, you do a trial, and then you get the leveling rewards or the certain gear changing rewards. Now, there's also auto fight bugs, which is great. I love that. Optimize the drop preview. That's all good. Gear wise, we're also getting gem enhancements. Obviously, with the new update, we're getting all of these gems, which once again I will cover in the future. Artifact augmentation as well. We're also, and this is a massive change that I personally have been looking forward to the most. Even though I know the other changes are good, this is the one I'm the most excited by for some reason. because added groups feature to gear plans. There's 10 preset groups with customizable names. They can be filtered, and when saving or renaming a plan, you must select which group it belongs to. And then there's more detailed guides for gear identify. My main qualm with this amazing gear plan feature, gear plans, so good. I mean, holy cow, these are lifesavers. I mean, I have certain gear for certain heroes. This is all pretty old, but I can save like my Abyss gear. Even though we are getting gear saving, I like to be very safe. We got the BP here, but I find that if I'm trying to, let's say, save a new gear set, like I want to save a new Abyss preset for Regulus, right? And when I save it, it always goes to the top. And this can be very annoying because Abyss is there, and then my other Abyss is here. So what I have to do is I have to go through the gear plans, do a space, press OK, do it every single time I save any sort of gear plans, which can be very, very annoying. And when you have 80 gear plans, which some people do, to find your gear plan, it's really annoying. Let's say I'm looking for my GVG gear. This is so old, irrelevant GVG gear, but let's use it as an example. I'm looking for my GVG gear. I'm scrolling around. I don't know where the frick it is, right? Because this is just a long list of the gear plans. Well, now what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to name stuff like GVG. And if you click the GVG one, it's going to have all of the plans that you put in it. And it just suctions it off by categories that you can pick. This is something I had been asking for a while. Massive change there. Very, very happy about it. Now, Honor's Gauntlet is also getting new schedules. I know people were saying like people from certain regions couldn't really play Honor's Gauntlet, which is good. End of season break is extended, which is good in my opinion. Obviously, it depends on who you ask. Optimize the matchmaking rules to find evenly matched opponents. Added a save feature. Oh my god. Thank goodness. The saving gear is what this needed. You had to have like 24 heroes geared perfectly to even enter Honor's Gauntlet. And you had to re-gear them every single time because there was no gear save. Beautiful. Drake's Chasm. Massive W here. We're getting new achievements, which is great. I don't know the rewards, but we will have to see. New achievements, 5,000 blood, 60,000 blood, and you get some medals. Great. And then we're also getting legendary skill dust to the chest rewards. Beautiful. People have been asking for dust. You know, we asked for skill crystals, we asked for more summons, we got both. Now we're lacking dust, and they're giving us more dust, which is amazing. This is going to make, first of all, guild boss chests feel a little bit better, I would say, and it's going to make dust so much easier to get. I mean, embarrassingly, if we look at the amount of dust I have 800. This is not even enough to max a single hero. I have, if we go over here to someone who's not skilled, I have 20 skill crystals, and I just used a ton, right? I always have too many skill crystals, not enough dust. I love that change. Now, there are also quite a few other changes. If we scroll back down, we're going to be able to get higher rarity rewards when opening your first chest of each level in Abyss 1, which is interesting. Don't know how that's going to look. Maybe like if you get 60k for the first time, it's guaranteed to be a soulstone. That would be pretty damn sick. I don't really know though. We'll have to see. Now others, difficulty of Odyssey quests are adjusted, which is good because some are too hard for new players. You can now move up to 50 heroes at once from backup storage to hero storage. Absolute W. Makes it a lot easier to manage. Added cost display to the hero interface. Cost can now be set as a filter or sort condition. Absolute W. I mean, this is all just quality of life. Watch Your Realms has a lot of quality of life, and we're still getting more, which is amazing. Optimized Demon Soldier and Demon Troops interface. Have to see how that looks. Legendary heroes Micah, Celine, and Callista will be added to the pool. I don't know too much on if I like this or not, because I think these guys are all kind of mediocre. But first of all, I like that it's announced and not just shadow dropped. And second of all, Abyss is very hard to break the shield of for a lot of people. But Micah does extra damage to enemies with shield. It's about 50% more. But because you couldn't awaken her, she was unviable. So, potentially if you can awaken her, you might just be able to do some actual abyss damage. Now that's just up in the air, but it is a possibility, which is pretty cool. Now we are also getting monthly card of diamonds, value cards, blah blah blah. Either way, this is an amazing update. Not only are we getting better summoning, which is amazing. I mean, I remember when the pity system was changed. That was a great update. We're also getting hero fixes, which are nothing but good. We're getting the new Malric stuff. This is not even including the new class, which is going to be coming very soon as well. Honor's Gauntlet changes are all good. These Drake's Chasm changes are nothing but good, and these are pretty much all nothing but good. This is a massively amazing update. This is a big W. Very, very happy about this. Shout out Moonton, honestly, for listening. Now, is everything perfect? No. Obviously, there's some things to be tweaked when it comes to the game as a whole. This is a start, and I'm very happy with this update. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. I could not speak today. It is 4 a.m. and I am so tired. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Like and subscribe, all of that jazz. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Destined signing out.